Hello, air signs. I've done a love reading for you guys for February 2017, and I thought since it's the 8th, I might as well get a roll on it. Don't worry, I still have fire signs to do, so you're not the very last one. The order of this reading is going to be, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Aquarius, Gemini, and then Libra, okay? Those are the air signs in their order, and I'll put the times below. Let's go ahead and start with Aquarius. The overall message for love for the month of February of 2017 is the Ace of Swords upright. With Ace of Swords, it can talk about a disaster that's coming up and you have time to prevent it. And right now you're just thinking, you're not really taking any actions. And so you need to have some concentration. And if you do that, you'll end up winning. Just, put in a little willpower, okay? If you're in a relationship, it's suffering, but you have enough willpower to overcome any obstacles. And if you're already in a relationship, you're going to end up at a win-win. It can talk about good news for those people. I do feel there's another group of people for who this is for. And this is about forcing yourself to be triumphant with someone, or trying to. And then just having an excessive love or excessive hate. But basically, you're really trying to control whatever's going on with this person. So it's like a forced triumph. If you get them, or if you recently got them, it's forced. And this talks about, it's time to move on. It's probably ending. It does talk about how one lover is really controlling, and the other half is frustrated because there's a dictator in the relationship. Okay, so I see that as the Aquarians right now. Some clarification was the Magician upright. So, it's not upside down. That's good. That would be a very, very manipulative person. Here, this says, you're in charge of your reality, or you like to be. It says, don't hesitate. Don't wait, because you're going in a positive direction. And just thinking about how this says you're not really taking action right now, you're just thinking. Well, this is an action card. If something bad happens, something sorrowful, don't wallow in it. You got to focus and take action. Be in charge of your reality, because you're going to manifest some things. If you feel like you just can't handle what's on your shoulders, this card also says, give it to God. Give it to God and let it go. Let go and let God type of thing. And you're just going to be assured that everything's going to work out. And it seems like in this reading that you're not wanting to give up that power. This also says work on being the kind of partner you want to get, and you'll attract that person. You'll manifest them. Because when you work on that, you're controlling the love that comes in. You're giving it to God, but you're still working on yourself, okay? The next card I got from the Romance Angel Oracle cards was Worth Waiting For in reverse. And that didn't seem to match up because the other one seemed to be, pretty optimistic. And talking about waiting, and the other cards were saying, don't hesitate, kind of take charge. And the other cards were saying you're not acting, and then the Magician said to take action. And I think the action to take is just to give it to God and work on yourself. Here it says not, basically worth waiting for is here, not worth waiting for. So if you've broken up with somebody and you have like maybe an excessive love, or just, the Ace of Swords does talk about an ending for some people. So if something's ended, this person is not worth waiting around for, okay? So that's what that gets. But I wanted some more clarification. And I got the Seven of Wands upright. This could mean that if you're a female, that you're going to get your wish. I mean, that's also confirmed by the Magician upright. This talks about being defensive, being assertive, and persevering. But you're being king of the hill. You're trying to defend yourself, possibly against other people's advice. People are saying, don't wait for this person. This isn't a good match for you, So just, kind of let it go. And here, this is you being defensive about it. But luckily enough, this means hesitation in reverse. So I think you're taking the advice about not hesitating, and you're working. But I think you may be kind of unsure of where you stand with someone, or where you stand in a competition with some other people in your challenge, because it's very important to notice that his shoes are different. He may be standing on top of the world, not just the hill. He's king of the world, right? But he's not properly dressed, and what he is wearing isn't right. But you're not really scared of success or failure. I don't see that. But even though you're supposed to take action, I wouldn't confront a situation head on, okay? But you don't have to hesitate. Just keep pushing in this struggle that you have. Don't relax just yet. Work on yourself. There is no competition when you're the best, right? So if you work on yourself, you will be the best. The next one I got was Ten of Swords upright. Nobody likes to see this. Sorry it came up for you. I think it's saying that person's not worth waiting for. It ended, like the Ace of Swords suggested. It's done. This can also talk about immobilizing, or you feel immobilized by a relationship. And again, feeling like you're having to defend yourself, and you could have been hesitating, but you're not going to. Okay? This person's not worth waiting for. Don't freeze yourself. Don't immobilize yourself to be with this person. Keep going forward without them. Okay? If they're meant to be yours, they will follow you. There shouldn't be any, idea of a competition when it comes to you. Also with Ten of Swords, it talks about just a really bad breakup or rejection. And your friends and everybody are saying, you don't need to be with this person. They're not good for you. And you're just really not taking the advice. This actually says you've chosen to refrain from other people's advice. And all the plans that you had were ruined. The end was very bitter. I'm not sure if it was a betrayal or not. But you feel like a victim. You have a broken heart. And you're arguing with people. And it could be that you're forcing people to drop the topic because you're just not listening to their advice. But this is as if the universe had to pull a rug out from under you just to get you to pay attention. And the advice is, with the Magician, to give it to God, and things will manifest. And this past love wasn't all that great. This talks about how the relationship was probably routine, just kind of boring. But, you see how it's black here. Very depressing, right? And then you see the sun. It's coming out. You don't actually see the sun, but you see the light. It's the dawn, okay, before the sun breaks. So hope is coming. Something positive is coming because the sun represents warmth and strength. You won't be immobilized forever. You're going to get your strength. You will rise again. The next card was the Temperance in reverse. So obviously this tells me that you're having conflicts with others. And this path that you've chosen to not listen to the people's advice and just kind of try to dictate this relationship, even though it's come to a bitter end, and you're just shunning what people are telling you. It's causing you a lot of stress, and it says this path leads to imbalance. When you wait for someone or you're hesitating, you're not taking action. It's imbalance. And again, this talks about excess. So I think you're feeling very excessive one way or the other about this person, whether it's love or hate. If you do feel like a hatred towards somebody because of betrayal, again, the magician says you give it up to the universe, give it to God, because you don't need to be carrying that. I mean, this is what you look like when you carry that around. I mean, you're not even moving. You're not really carrying it. It's sitting on you, okay? So you give it to God, then you're free to move up. The sun is broken. And then you get to work on yourself. And it could be that once you do that, there will be an offer of love, okay? That this card can mean that in the positive sense. But it talks about excessive hate or love, okay? So give up that excessiveness. Because this can talk about excess. This is moderation, excess. That's what I see for this. Just an imbalance overall. Yeah, but this is going to be short term, okay? It's going to be temporary. Last card for you, Aquarians. Romance Angel Oracle cards, upright, said let go of control issues. And that just fits all the other cards. You can't control everything, especially not in love, okay? You're just going to have to give it up. And don't wait on anybody, okay? Be intentional. Don't live on default. I mean, you're in charge of your reality. If you stay stuck in something, that's your reality. If you want it to change, then you need to change it. Take action. Don't wallow, okay? Just work on yourself. And if you feel like you can't, then being that you like to control things, it seems, some advice to get would be to, let's see, what card was that? I think it was the Magician, actually. Magician was talking about some advice would be to do things for others. So that's charity kind of work, okay? Find people who may be less fortunate than you and help them out, okay? That's your love reading, Aquarians, for February 2017. Let me know how it resonated with you in the comments. And I am moving on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. This is your February love reading for 2017. We're starting out with the Fool in reverse. Upon seeing this, I think of not starting anything new, not taking that leap of faith. Like maybe just being afraid of change or adventure, not being very carefree. Because I mean, this is a free spirit, and here you're bogged down by something. And then you could be in love with somebody who's undependable. And it's like this dog here is trying to help you learn your lesson. Okay, but here maybe you're not listening to it. But something was just, you think something's too good to be true, and it probably is. And this talks about being prepared and you want to be seen in a positive light. You don't want people to see you as inferior. But you're scared, I think, to take a chance. to build up some courage. And it could be that you or nobody else is attracted. So you might not be attracted to someone else, or nobody's attracted to you right now. But you're also just kind of being less spontaneous, not really following the heart. And I think you're afraid that you'll be betrayed, because this does indicate a betrayal. And you could feel that you were naive, but you weren't, okay? Because this is in reverse. Basically, this just says, to trust the universe. I think I just told actually Aquarians to give it to God, so that might be my next suggestion for you guys. The next one I had was 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And this talks about just missing your stability, your foundation. And here, this is unstable, not willing to take the leap of faith. But if you have patience and hope, you can still have a good outcome, okay? You could feel restricted by tradition. So here you feel like maybe you can't have a new beginning, you're not free. Yeah, this talks about chance. So it's like you feel like you're not getting a chance, or you're not willing to take one. You could be feeling guilty or burdened, possibly about money. I mean, there's a lot to do with money here. This could talk about a loss, which would make sense, like your foundation's been taken from you. But if you're worried about money, it could be that there's been some kind of a robbery, like a theft, some kind of a loss. And since this is a love reading, it could very well just be a loss of love. And the only way that could be represented was by the 10 of Pentacles. But 10 of Pentacles also talks about family. And it also talks about tradition as well. But I see guilt and burden. Maybe you get a gift from someone of money and you feel guilty about it, or it's burdened you. If you lost a loved one, possibly someone romantic, and you inherit from their will, you could feel kind of guilty about it. And you could have family members talking to you about how you should and shouldn't spend the money. That's only for some people, though. Basically, I just think these cards are talking about an unstable foundation and not taking any chances. The next card, these have to do more with love. I got calling in your soulmate in reverse. So whoever you're attracting right now is not going to be your soulmate. They might be a love interest, but they're not a soulmate. After that, let's see which one. I don't know which one was first, but I got the 2 of Wands in reverse. This talks about not making your dreams come true, being hesitant to take a step. And honestly, when I saw this, I saw these as the exact same card. They're both upside down, they're both looking over an edge, but they're not taking a step, okay? Just, there's some kind of unexpected outcome that fails in reality. And if there was someone that kind of took the rug out from under you, it says that their feelings weaken as time goes by. Like they're just looking out over the world and seeing all the opportunities. And just so you know, when I did shuffle the first time, That was for all the signs. I was just trying to get an energy going. I got the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Or no, in upright, sorry, Two of Pentacles upright. So it tells me a lot about either having a lot of choices or not having a lot of choices and not being able to balance it. And I think that was talking about a partner or an incoming partner having a lot of choices when it comes to dating and then not being able to juggle it. And that could be why not willing to take a chance and feeling like the ground is taken from you. So Two of Wands, just hope is being lost for this relationship, or you're losing hope of ever having one. And here, like, there's just some stagnation. I see stagnation in all three of these cards so far. Nothing's really in motion right now. And there's like no common ground is being found. In fact, like you're actually like surveying, but you're not finding it. And whoever you're interested in isn't showing you love back. It's not reciprocal. And he doesn't really want anything. Here it says take a scary step. Here you're not. So it may be saying don't take this step with this person. Here everything is fine in love. Here it's not. Okay, one of the other cards, might not be next, was the Knight of Cups in reverse. This talks about shallow feelings, because this is deep romantic feelings. This talks about a love offer. This usually means if there is a love offer, it's not anything substantial. It talks about deception, just no really serious thoughts. Could be that being bored in love. But if you're going on some dates, if you're dating, it could be you feel everything's being pulled out from under you and you're not willing to take any chances because you've been on a lot of bad dates. This is like bad luck when dating because all these dates are dishonest. They don't want anything long term. And if it's talking about a relationship, it's talking about how it's deteriorating slowly because of adultery or somebody's being fake or deceptive. See, this is such a nice card when it's upright, so I'm sorry that you got it in reverse. That's what that entails. Next one is Five of Cups in reverse. Talks about there's a news coming. Also false starts, and we did have that with what do we have that for? I think that was Ten of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. Both of these talk about a false start. So you might have started with somebody and then just you found out they didn't have good intentions. They didn't really have any intentions really towards you. So Five of Cups in reverse. I think you were hoping for a renewal and you were wanting happy feelings, but I don't think you're getting it right now. But it does talk about how your troubles will end and you will be happy eventually. But you've got to settle some unfinished business. You're actually really drawn to somebody. And you need to start building bridges with people. Someone's returning. It's possible you could reconcile with a lover, but you're just not willing to take that chance. It could be a close friend is coming back. But you're just having a really hard time getting rid of the memories of this relationship. Let's talk about how sorrow is over, but you're going to move on and try to build your love. And it could be you may just try to get a friendship out of this, like build some bridges, settle some unfinished business, have a renewed relationship, but it's as a friendship. But you're going to get some news about this person. And you're just going to use this pain as a catalyst to grow. So there's hope, okay? Don't be melancholy. Be honest with yourself about this betrayal. Something was lost, but you gained some wisdom. Something's remaining behind. But when this talks about a return of someone, I got very soon in reverse. So if you are going to be with them, it may take some time and won't be very soon. So if you're going to get news, you know, you might get news right away, but then it's going to be like a false start. So then it may take longer to get the news that you're looking for. But it does indicate, you know, return of somebody, reconciliation, sorrow being over happy feelings, troubles are ending. So it's not all negative. But I would take some chances, okay? Just not on dates because they don't look to be working out for you very well. All right, that's it for your February love reading. Moving on to Libra. Hello, Libra. Moving on to your love reading for February 2017. You have the Page of Cups upright. Page of Cups is talking about a love offer, possibly by a water sign. It's kind of an immature love, but it's very emotional and romantic. And it seems to be true, not deceptive. Okay. This also talks about self-reflection, meditation. So pay attention to your dreams, your intuition. The very next card I got from Romance Angel Oracle cards was Soulmate in Reverse. So whoever this is not going to be your soulmate. They may be a little immature, maybe younger than you. The relationship may bring about tantrums. But I don't see this person overall as bad. It would be if they were in reverse. I think this is a real offer. They're just not going to be your soulmate. So if you want to be with somebody, go ahead. Next card was Empress in Reverse. And this is the card of love. So here, you know, it usually appears after a breakup. It talks about the truth. Being a little indecisive, but all the matters are unraveling. You're not really sure what to think. But eventually you're going to rejoice, and you'll probably have some public recognition for knowing what you know. But I don't see marriage and commitment. I think that's why this love is immature and it's not a soulmate. And this could be a past partner. Like it just didn't work out, so they're not your soulmate. It talks about like a male no longer thinking about you, and that both partners, being that they're both emotional, are having a lot of sorrow. And there's been arguments, and you're trying to work to make it better, but there's no open dialogue. Like you're having to bottle yourself up. You don't feel like you have any power. You're asking the universe why you're not intervening. Like you may not have any meaning in your life with this person. Even the sex isn't that great. You're not fulfilled. There's just nothing of abundance here. It can. The Empress is almost always about pregnancy or something new being born. Nothing new is being born. So whether it's literal or metaphorical, there's infertility. Or if there is something being born, you don't want it. Next, got the Six of Cups in reverse. And Gemini got this card, I think. Or was it the Five of Cups? was Five of Cups. Never mind. Okay. But they both mean similar things, which is return of an ex-lover, a reconciliation. So with Six of Cups, there's a reunion of somebody from the past. It could be a friend. Most likely a lover, though. You may be stuck in the past and you need to move on, get some freedom. You may get some closure from this person. If you do find out some truth, you're not really sure what to think, and everything's just unraveling around you, just kind of wait it out, because everything's going to be revealed and you're going to see everything for what it is. And it might give you the freedom to move on from somebody in the past. You won't be naive anymore. You may have been naive before, but you're not now. And so all these memories from the past are really confusing you. They're coming out and you're like, oh, so this is why that is. Okay, that makes sense now. Sometimes this can mean a restoration of a relationship. But if you do, this talks about you're going to have to work to make it better. So you might reconcile. You're both sad, but you're going to have to work at it. Next is Queen of Swords upright. I love to see her. She cuts through all the bullshit. She's very perceptive and independent, and I think this is you in the reading because it's a woman and it's an air sign. I was wondering why the first one was a water sign kind of a thing. You may be or have been in a relationship with a water sign who just did you wrong. And I apologize on behalf of water signs, as I am one. But there could have been a secret love, and you're just cutting through it. You're finding it out. You're like, hey. And you're going to separate. And you're mourning because this person was manipulative. And when you do in this thing, or if you have, you automatically feel a little bit lighter, because this talks about somebody's being false, and you're going to use your wit because you're very quick, you're smart. But it still hurts. You're perceptive and independent, and you're not cold-hearted. You know what you need, and now somebody was false. You're a little embarrassed that you weren't able to see it at first, but now you're perceptive. You're kind of, with this bird up here is talking about you're getting your perspective. Can you see that? Very small bird. You're standing back, you're getting your perspective, but you still know sorrow. Her face is sad. Okay. This talks about somebody who's lonely now. I mean, it could be about a divorce, but it's just a separation in general. Somebody's absent. If it's about a death, perhaps, which I don't really see that, but if it were for a few people out there, it just talks about how you're lonely and you're separated from someone. Yeah, that's what I see for that, but yeah, she's cutting through all the lies. Last card from Romance Angel Oracle cards was give your relationship a chance, but in reverse, which tells me that you should not give this relationship a chance. Whatever happened, it's just some truth is being found out. It could be about the past or about something that's coming up. So somebody may not be coming from the past at all. Maybe somebody you've already been with, or somebody you are with, and things from the past are being revealed, and it's causing you some memories to make more sense now. And so the truth is unraveling, and you're finding out all this information. But you're going to get the freedom to move on. You were naive, but you're not anymore. Or you won't be soon. Person's not your soulmate. Do not give them another chance. That's what this is saying. I mean, literally, that's what it says. Not soulmate, don't give them a chance. All right, Libras, I hope you enjoyed your reading for February 2017. Not all positive, but it's always good to know the truth, okay? That way you know how to deal with it. I hope all my air signs out there are very happy.